So last weekend, my friend Greg decided he was going to teach us yoga in the park because, in his words, spiritual enlightenment is better with a light breeze and the distant sound of geese honking. It sounded wholesome enough, so a group of us gathered on Saturday morning, yoga mats in tow, ready to breathe and stretch our way to enlightenment. Greg showed up in neon green leggings and a shirt that said Namaste in bed, which, honestly, should have been our first red flag. We started with the basics: downward dog, child's pose, and warrior one. The squirrels were watching us with what I can only describe as judgmental curiosity, but we ignored them. That is, until Greg took out his granola bar for a mid-session snack. In a move that would make any Olympic gymnast jealous, a squirrel launched itself off a nearby tree, snatched the granola bar midair, and bolted across the park. Greg, still in his warrior pose, screamed, "Not my gluten-free, non-GMO nourishment," and took off after the squirrel. What followed was less yoga class and more a scene from National Geographic if it were directed by the producers of America's Funniest Home Videos. We all abandoned our mats and joined the chase, because group solidarity is important and, honestly, we were all weirdly invested in Greg's snack. Passers-by stared as a group of adults in spandex sprinted after a squirrel, weaving between picnickers and nearly knocking over a kid's lemonade stand. At one point, Greg tried to bribe the squirrel with a kombucha bottle, but it only made the squirrel run faster. After a good 15 minutes of chaos, we finally cornered the squirrel under a bench, only to watch it triumphantly devour the last bite of granola bar before scampering away. Greg fell to his knees in defeat, muttering about unbalanced chakras and rodent karma. So yeah, our morning of peace and flexibility turned into the world's first yoga session where the only pose we mastered was downward chasing squirrel.